to the B&B Podcast. This is your host, B. Thank you for staying safe and well during these troubling times. So, this episode, I want to talk to you the importance of discipline, why it's a key factor in your life, and why you should always maintain it. So we have the Kobe Bryants, rest in peace. We have Mark Wahlbergs. We have Dwayne Johnsons. We have all these celebrities and these athletic stars who are using their abilities to pursue a goal or fit something into their schedule. They took the time out of the day, out of their busy days, to fit anything that they have to get accomplished within that period of time. And that's what I want to bring up to you, why discipline is so important in a hard, struggling life that we are in today. And the key thing I want to mention is what's getting you out of your bed? What's getting you motivated? What's getting you out of that bed? What's making you keep pushing? Is it your vision that you have? Is it the goals that you've written down? Is there something that is facilitating your growth and allowing you to keep that discipline? So, for example, there are so many college students who are struggling right now because they have so much stimuli going and they can't focus because their discipline is not in order. And one way you can do that is to block any distractions that are going through your mind. We have too many people who are focusing on the wrong things, and I highly stress this in most of my videos. We have too many people who are focusing on the wrong things and they begin to lack discipline. And with your discipline remains your consistency. If you look at a lot of successful businessmen, if you look at a lot of these successful entrepreneurs, these successful YouTubers, successful in anything who made it to the top, they had discipline and consistency. And when you merge those together, you're going to be unstoppable in life. And one thing to grasp is you got to have some goal. You have to pursue something, because there are many people who wake up at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock every day, and they're struggling because they haven't found what they want. They haven't found their purpose. They haven't found what's keeping them going. And at times, it's going to be hard, ladies and gentlemen. There's stuff that's not going to work out right. There's something that's not going to go your way, and don't be afraid to not be entitled by it. Accept that, but also work with it, embrace it. So therefore, you're able to conquer it, and you can keep going. So example that I want to bring was with school, right? So I was finishing my associate's degree 2 years ago, and I actually stopped going to school because I wanted to have fun a little more. That was something that I failed. That's something that I didn't like discipline, and it honestly hindered my quick progression when finishing my college degree. But however, I took a step back, and I realized it was something that stopped me from pursuing my goals. I was focusing more on the materialistic, the happy, jittery part of life, while sometimes you got to remain serious and you have to remain disciplined. So I learned from that lesson. It was something that I continue to say, excuse me, I continue to stay disciplined with it. I continue to stay consistent with it. And eventually my goal was accomplished. And that's what I want to bring up within this episode, is that you're not alone with this. People struggle with discipline. It's one of the key things in life, because there's so much distractions. You have the social media. We have people going on social media trying to find their outlet. We have friends. We have family. We have anything that wants any satisfaction that we can seek. That's something that we want to bring to ourselves. But just to let you know, you're not alone, and it does take time. It does take time to pursue your goals, but you have to realize you got to take a step back and go for them. And the most important thing is just to seek something that you actually like. To go a little deeper with it, we have people right now. I'm actually doing this. I'm working for a nonprofit, not working for, but I'm volunteering my time for this nonprofit. And the owner, him and I have some discussions about young men and women, particularly in their high school ages, who they struggle with it. It's not because they don't have the willpower. It's not because they have that determination. It's because they're distracted with the wrong things. And another thing I wanted to tell you about within discipline is the fact that you don't make excuses for yourself. Excuses cloud your ability to keep going. If you make an excuse, right, and you say like your goal is to start a business in, let's see, makeup for you ladies, or say we got some athletes who want to start a basketball tournament or something, some exposure camp or whatever. If you keep holding off your excuses, right? If you keep telling yourself, "Oh, I want to wait till this, I want to wait till that," and not making a time for you to keep that goal in line, for you to begin that goal, then you are hindering your ability to begin that moment. And that's another thing I want to tell you. Within discipline, discipline allows you to go into that moment like that. It doesn't hinder you, it doesn't slow down your progress. And you can just say, hey, I want to get this done. And when getting it done, you have a greater ability of success. You have a greater ability to fail. But within that failure, you're going to learn some things that's going to ultimately lead to your success. And don't be afraid to grasp that. Don't be afraid to understand that. It's okay to doubt yourself. It's okay to do that kind of stuff. But it gets to a point where it's stopping you from completing your goal. It's stopping you from initializing the moment. And that's something that is really important that is associated with discipline. Because you can say all day, oh, I'm going to get this done. Oh, I'm going to start this in a year. But if you don't start now, if you don't have the discipline to begin now, then you're going to hinder yourself. You're going to hinder the people you're going to work with, and you're going to hinder your life. And that's a life concept that anybody should take. Having that discipline, having that consistency, having that determination is going to keep you going.